The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, work on SEZ comments, social workers need legislation, and Kumul's return to training. National Airports Corporation commissioned 2 of its upgraded aero bridge at the Jackson International Airport yesterday, just in time for the Christmas and New Year holidays. Managing Director Rex Kiponge said Phase 1 of the project involved the servicing of Aero Bridge 3 and 4, while the second phase will see the installment of a new aero bridge for parking at Bay 1.
The upgrade and maintenance of 2 aero bridges at Jackson International Airport involved removing the old aero bridge and replacing with a new one. On Wednesday, National Airports Corporation commissioned the 2 upgraded aero bridge. Good news for our traveling public as we approach the Christmas and New Year period. Qantas and New Guinea airport managers were also on the ground to witness the occasion.
Airways and all our customers, I'd like to say thank you very much to National Airport Corporation for meeting a need that we were so desperately wanting. You heard our cry and you've made it possible now. So we're looking forward to a seamless experience with our disembarkation and embarkation. We restarted our operations in April and we're so delighted. No better time than Christmas for this to come into being, and we're so excited about it, so thank you so much.
It has been quite a challenge through quite a lengthy period with the aero bridges not working. We only had 1 aero bridge working, and boarding passengers, disembarking passengers through hostile weather conditions was really challenging.
The aero bridge is designed and supplied by Wellington-based company Intellidoc System. NAC Technical Services Division took lead in the maintenance and installation of the aero bridge.
No, the 2 aero bridges are critical equipments that connects to the international flight that comes in. In the past, for more than 3 years, there's been only 1 aero bridge working, which is aero bridge number 2, and you might have seen there's been passenger disembarking at the tarmac, and they've been led to walk up the stairs.
Jumaima Sugban, TVWAN News.
The Constitutional and Law Reform Commission officially launched the revised Workplace HIV/AIDS policy today. This was to commemorate World AIDS Day, which was celebrated on the 1st of December 2022. The revised Workplace HIV/AIDS policy was launched in Port Moresby today to commemorate World AIDS Day. The Constitutional and Law Reform Commission had not updated the policy since 2009. CLRC Secretary Dr. Mange Matui said the launching of the revised policy is fitting.
In recognition of the World AIDS Day, which was observed, I think, on the 1st of December 2022. Under the theme, PNG for Equality, Leave No One Behind. PNG for Equality, Leaving No One Behind. It was part of the 20 Days Human Rights Activism campaign led by the Department of Community Development and Religion, which began on November 20th and ends this Friday.
He added that CLRC has actively participated in some of the efforts to minimize the spread of HIV, which challenges socio-economic development of Papua New Guineans.
At the Commissioner's level, we had no issue endorsing this policy when it came before us, because we share the same vision and empathize with the CLRC management in its efforts and purpose with regards to policy and its response to HIV/AIDS at workplace.
She was proud that CLRC engages with the legislative work of the government and is also mindful of the social issues affecting the people and businesses. The PNG Social Workers Association, formed on 15th March 1993 on behalf of social work implementers in the country, but there is no legislation to govern its members' activities. Today, the executives of the association announced their intention to work towards a legislation that will both protect and discipline practitioners.
President of the PNG Social Workers Association, Dunstan Lawihin, explained to the media that since 1974 there have been graduates from UPNG under social works, but there is no legal record of who they are and where they are because there is no relevant legislation to govern and monitor them.
Those who are at the national level responsible for developing social policies, those who are at the provincial level coordinating, those at the district and LLG level implementing those policies. And they implement those policies as child protection officers, as welfare officers, as community liaison officers, as monitoring and evaluation officers. There is no such thing as social workers.
Lawihin continued to say that this is because there is no legislation to recognize social work as a professional practice in the country.
Social work is contributing in a context where social work is not recognized as a profession, but is part of a government system and part of a civil society system, and of course part of a corporatized system, that we are making a contribution to the development of this country, and we need to be recognized.
Vice President for the PNG Social Workers Association, Leonie Rakanangu, said the association is moving from a membership-based to a policy-driven entity, and law will regulate practice standards and govern the conduct of the practitioners.
We have had release usually provide us a grant annually as one of the NGOs and service provider. That is no longer happening.
Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
SP Lager was there for the birth of our nation. We cheered when we dominated the Pacific Games. And we were full of pride when the Hunters lifted the cup. SP Lager. Cheers to 70 years.
Open lens.
Eggy tasty rice. New Guineans' lives for 50 years. At first, we were simply teachers helping teachers. And today, we're the largest savings and loan society in PNG, with members across our nation's public service and industries. It's an honor to be the common thread in so many lives. Not for profit, not for charity, but for service.
Welcome back. An evaluation study into the formulation of a master plan on the development of special economic zones in the country has begun. The Japanese Development Institute and the Special Economic Zone Authority are in East New Britain today to commence the study. Minister for Trade and Investment Richard Maru said the study begins this month, December 2022, and will run until April 2023.
The government, through the Special Economic Zone Authority under the Ministry of Trade and Investment, have engaged a Japanese consultancy company with 40 years' experience in special economic zones to develop PNG's special economic zones. Minister for Trade and Investment Richard Maru announced yesterday that the evaluation study into the formation of a master plan on the development of special economic zones in the country has commenced. The Japanese Development Institute and the Special Economic Zone Authority traveled to East New Britain yesterday to conduct the study.
To formulate the plan, they must travel the country, go to the locations that the government has identified as potential provinces, districts, and areas for special economic zones. On the basis of their assessment, they will look at the business opportunity and then determine whether the proposed location is suitable to be developed as a special economic zone.
The PNG government so far has identified 18 special economic zones. Some of the potential special economic zones in the country include the Kokopo Tourism Zone, Pacific Maritime Industrial Zone in Madang, Baya Agriculture Zone in Western Highlands, Sepik Plains in East Sepik Province, Vanimo Free Trade Zone in West Sepik, Central, Western and Manus Special Economic Zones. Japanese special economic zones will create employment opportunities for Papua New Guineans.
This is the one of the tool for the PNG to change whole country, creating more employment to young people. So we agree now to sign the drafting master plan.
Jumaima Sugbat, TVWAN News.
Minister for Trade and Investment Richard Maru has announced that in April 2023, the ministry intends to host the Special Economic Zone Summit in Port Moresby. Special Economic Zone experts from countries around the world are expected to attend the summit. Minister Maru said the experts will share their experiences of how special economic zones have benefited their respective countries.
I intend to host the Papua New Guinea first Special Economic Zone Summit in Port Moresby, where we will bring experts in SEZ from around the world and in the countries which have used SEZ as a vehicle to drive the economic growth, like China, like the Philippines, all of Indonesia. All these countries will come together and tell you their story. When did they start SEZ? What is the experience? How successful they have been? How many jobs did it create? What industries came into the economy? April is when we are going to have, last week of April, when we're going to have the summit. It'll be a 2-day event.
The Miss PNG Pacific Islands pageant held its very first judging of topic presentation at the Crown Hotel today. The 6 contestants were each given a topic to present on. All points gathered will be added to those collected on crowning night on December the 10th. Today was the first judging on topic presentation of the Miss PNG Pacific Islands pageant at Crown Hotel. 6 of the Miss PNG contestants gave a presentation on a topic they were given. Points gathered will be added to those they collect on crowning night at the APAC House this Saturday, December the 10th. MPIP PNG Committee Chairperson Molly O'Rourke acknowledged the contestant sponsors and partners for the support towards the pageant. She stated that today's event was exciting and all contestants did fantastic.
I think the 6 of them did really well. Based on each topic, all the topics are well presented today. I'm very proud of them. This is a category where they judge on their intellectual, their eloquence, and their knowledge about issues affecting people of Papua New Guinea and people in the Pacific region in all those topics that they spoke about today. So I'm very content. I know that each one of them has done well.
She then gave a rundown of Saturday's event. You're watching TVWAN News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell Rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell Rice. Skell Rice.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
Quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
SP Laga was there for the birth of our nation. We cheered when we dominated the Pacific Games. And we were full of pride when the Hunters lifted the cup. SP Laga, cheers to 70 years.
I wash my hands after I use the toilet. I wash my hands after I touch the animal. I also wash my hands after I cough. I wash my hands before every meal. I wash my hands after I sneeze.
Hand washing reduces the spread of germs and diseases. Wash your hands after sneezing or coughing. Together, let's make hand washing a habit.
Clean hands, good health.
Welcome back. The SP-PNG Hunters welcomed back a number of its national representative players this week. After the recently staged Rugby League World Cup in England, the players were allowed a couple of weeks off for recovery. Also on Coach Tepen's list are 2 members of the original Hunters team currently going through rehab.
From the 6 Hunters players picked for this year's Rugby League World Cup, only 4 are back in camp. Roderick Tai, Emmanuel Waine, Sherwin Tanabe and Weza Tanza. Co-captain Kevin Apple and prop Sylvester Namo have secured contracts overseas. Today's training session also had a few surprises. Rugby League journeyman and injured Kumul flyer Eden Egebi makes a shock return, and last man standing Waratao Puara Jr. from the 2017 Hunters Dream Team looking to earn his spot back after recovering from a hand injury in the PM's 13 match. SP Hunters head coach Stanley Teppan said it's only their second week at training, and so he's not too carried away having big-name players back in the fold. He's setting standards coupled with experience and leadership at training, which is starting to rub off on the new players.
We had the PNG Kumul's boys and a couple of the rehab boys, Edene Gabi, Wartavo, come join camp this week. So Kumul's boys that had that extended week off, Roderick Tai, Sherwin, and Emmanuel Wane, they joined camp this week. So it's good to have the experienced boys back, and it's helpful for the young boys to see those boys back too, and push up at training.
Teppan revealed one area they had struggled with this season was good game management and direction in their spine. They are currently negotiating with rival clubs in the Q Cup to secure the services of an experienced halves combination.
Yeah, there's a couple of players that I'll name next week that we're still negotiating with, especially a couple of spine players. They were contracted to other clubs last season, so we're trying to get them over. So once that's finalized, there'll be an announcement.
Coach Teppan also mentioned that despite this being their second week at training, several players have pulled out due to recurring injuries from the Diesel Cup games. They will be released at the end of the week.
And by next week we should have a less 7 or 8 boys. We'll try and trim down because of injuries and ongoing injuries that they've sustained from Diesel Cup season.
Kerry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Athletics teams from all regions of PNG are descending on Port Moresby this week for the PNG Air-sponsored 61st National Track and Field Championships. 13 provinces will be represented at the championships. This includes Sundown and Western Province, which only have a token presence of 1 athlete each.
A total of 210 male and 100 female athletes have been nominated, with a total of 16 teams representing NCD, Central, Oro, Sundown, Western East Sepik, Morobe, Eastern Highlands, Simbu, Ley, Eastern Britain, Western Britain and New Ireland. Competition is scheduled to kick off 2 p.m. this Friday with the heats of the 800-meter, 400-meter and 5,000-meter races. Saturday will see action in the 100, 400, 1500, 3000-meter steeplechase, whereas Sunday's track events will include 200, 800, 3000 and 10,000-meter. Many PNG top throws athletes will be in action, including Lakona Gerega, Sharon Tuako and Jacqueline Trevetz, with 2015 Pacific Games rep Jane Pulu also participating. Throws will also be included for the para-athletes